So let's give a big round of applause for showing up and being part of the first World Women Cons agenda. I know you have energy now. Thank you. So welcome to the first edition of the World Women Cons agenda on the sidelines of the festival, the Cons. A bit about World Women Foundation and why we are hosting this. We are a nonprofit organization based in Los Angeles. We currently operate in 20+ markets. Our global mission is to invest in 1 million women by 2050. We provide access to capital, we provide coaching, we provide commerce opportunities, we build communities, and also we have a content studio. This is our first time. So I'm soaking in as many of the first timers are here. So a big round of applause to all first timers. And the big why we are here, it's because we are launching our Curator Fund, which is going to support 50 women filmmakers around the world to travel and showcase their world from next year onwards. Because in my last 10 years of working with the foundation, I have seen some of the incredible work that goes behind the scene. Women filmmakers, creators, students who kind of put in their hard work behind, but because of some thousands of $1,000 of travel, grant, they're not able to travel and showcase their work, which is a shame. Industry being such a robust industry and having such influence around the world, and if women voices are not being able to reach the right audience in the right community, they are not able to network and show their work at the global stage because of travel grants, this is absolutely a shame, which is why we have created the Curator Fund, which will support filmmakers, female filmmakers, emerging female filmmakers to travel and showcase their work. And I know cinema is no longer a product, it's an ecosystem of influence. It shapes our society, and that's why we are just not imagining, but we are trying to create it right here. And it's my immense honor and pleasure. As I said, this is my first time in Cannes. I wouldn't have been able to imagine and do it on my own because I'm here for the first time, seeing this place, this festival, as many of the first timers. MARIANNE BORGO here. Award-winning French actress, but also more so a huge supporter of females behind the scenes and has been an international voice for many women. I would love to invite her to give a few opening remarks.
Thank you, RUPA. It's a great, great honor for me to be here. Cannes that I love so much, but with all these wonderful women who are going to change the world. I mean, I'm 78 years old, so I represent the old generation. And as you know, Bardot had a conference yesterday, and she said all the right things, which are that we have to stay women, but we have to conquer still the world, and to make men understand that we are totally the equals. And we are. But luckily, the last few years of my life, I've been living most of the time in India, where I work still over there as an actress, but also I'm a festival consultant. And I've been meeting all the need of the Indian women, and I've helped them, I must say, quite a lot. But what is the most important, what I learned from India, it's Om Shanti, which is paix et amour. So it's a bit the reason I'm not so much for the Me Too movement, which is against a fight. We mustn't fight against the men. They'll always be stronger than us, and we want that. We have just, with our feminine power, to make them understand. And in fact, at the time of Bardot and Jane Fonda of the 60s, our liberation was from the body. And, we keep saying about the French, they have so many liberty, which is not true, because it is the English, which was the first one to start to have the right to vote and to open a bank account. Then the Americans were the first to have the right to divorce. Then the Swiss and the Belgium were the first one to obtain the right for abortion. The French, the only thing they've been getting, it is to be topless. And I was one of their ambassadors. You are laughing, but it's very, very important to be topless. When I said I was one of the ambassadors, it was in the 60s at La Voile Rouge in Saint-Tropez, and we were at the time 3 beautiful young actresses, and we take off our bra. At that time, Bardot was in the middle of... It was Jacques Garofalo, by the way, the big reporter for Match. We did the cover for Match, and we were standing half naked. A year later, a law in France was voted where women could be topless. Unfortunately, with your Me Too movement, now you are showing a string in the ass, but you have forgotten about the breast. It is the main liberty of a woman, not just to show us on the cleavage, but to have the courage to be topless. And I told that to some of my friends from the Emirates. Very big royal family of Abu Dhabi. I can't name them. But in Goa, I told them how to swim without a top, how to walk without a top. And then I told them, when you go back to the Emirates and you work with all these men and you wear your black thing till the neck, just imagine you are walking topless. And the body language is very important, because if you do that, if you are liberated from your body, you are totally the equal of a man. So nowadays, it's something that every woman has to learn to be just herself. Voila, I think I never prepare any serious speeches. Because as an actress, I do that. If they give me the lines and I learn them. But if I write something, I say, no, it's too stupid. So I better to be stupid on the moment and just give my feeling. But I can see so wonderful smile. And what is important is your soul. And my last things I'm going to say, I'm not a Brahma Kumaris, but I'm wearing this ring, which is a ring of the Brahma Kumaris. And I just came back from Montabu, which is in Rajasthan, where I was invited. They now opened some film studios, very important, called Godlywood. So we have Hollywood, Bollywood, and now Godlywood. And they made a film called The Light. And just today, in fact, because they could not come to Cannes, they said, Marianne, you are ambassador in Cannes. Please speak about Baba. Why it's important? Because in the 30s, it's coming back, the war with Pakistan and India, some people flew from Pakistan to India. And one of them was Lekraj, who started the Brahma Kumaris thing. And he came with many women. And they were the first free women in India, and maybe the first free women in the world. So now they are still called the Sisters Brahma Kumaris. They are doing plenty of wonderful things in the world. And if one day you need any help in any countries in the world, they have places all over the world, they will be there to help, because they are there to help all the women. So let's go for it, and vive les femmes!
Well, I cannot match that speech, but I'm thinking I am totally liberated and thinking I'm fully naked. How does that sound? With that, I would love to also recognize another silent supporter to make this happen, Countess Chiara, MODICA, DONÀ, DALLE, Rose here. And maybe also invite Chiara, Aurora. In case.
Okay. Thank you. Before, I'm so sorry for my very bad English, but I come from Venice, and now for me it's very important to talk about this. Cannes is the city of international cinema that, together with Venice, Berlin Festival and Oscar in Hollywood, is a change the history of cinema, making it accessible to all, and an island of communication, of social advancement. In cinema is one of the most important forms of art of this last century, together with photography and painting and performance, but in particular photography and the cinema, and as always the whole world to put to itself in the shoes of others, and in particular of women. And therefore, for me, it is an honor, together with my colleagues for this day, and give you the very, very best welcome in world cinema. Thank you.